Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Matwychuk, and the purpose of today's video is to discuss with you some of the rational remnants, or at least that's what I call them, from last week's work. In most sessions, I attempt to generate one or two or more healthy attitudes that people could take from the session and rehearse at home. The idea is that we need to cultivate attitudes and acceptance, and the best way to do that is through going over attitudes that we generated during the session that are memorable. One of the things that's important to do is to not parrot healthy attitudes, but really generate attitudes that emotionally resonate with you, because in the end, what we want to do is have a profound philosophical change when we think in the healthy ways that REBT suggests. So I would like you to read today's intermittent reinforcement and see if there are any remnants or rational attitudes that I have listed in it that resonate with you. And you can write them on an index card and maybe put them at the bottom of your computer or someplace else in your environment that will cue you to go over them and attempt to adopt them. The idea we have in REBT is that we are well practiced at unhealthy thinking, and what we're attempting to do is become well practiced in flexible and non-extreme thinking. And what we wish you to do is to not just merely parrot healthy attitudes, but really keep a list of the ones that resonate with you, and then, of course, to implement them. And behaviorally, because that's when you develop deep conviction in the healthy attitudes. So what I generally tell people to do is to collect the healthy attitudes that resonate with them, to remind themselves throughout the day of these healthy attitudes. Sometimes I'll say to myself, it was just not meant to be, or I'll remind myself of the two words that really stand for acceptance, too bad. And I find that when I remind myself of these healthy attitudes, I'm strengthening conviction in these ideas. I also recommend that people prepare themselves for adversity and strengthen these attitudes, have them at the ready by calling them to mind when they're brushing their teeth in the morning. And then at the end of the day, when they're brushing their teeth, to review how well they implemented them, or to again strengthen conviction in these healthy attitudes by calling them to mind. Stoics used to advocate for morning meditation, where you'd prepare yourself for adversity, and then evening meditation, where you'd review how well you did in facing adversity. So I think when we brush our teeth in the morning and in the evening, it's a great time to strengthen conviction in healthy attitudes and do a daily review. So I'd suggest you go through today's intermittent reinforcement email message that goes along with this video and review some of the ideas that I noted from my sessions with patients last week and see if any of them resonate with you. If they do, write them on an index card and have them at the ready. Put them someplace where you see them and begin to rehearse healthy attitudes that will empower you to change what you can change and accept the unchangeable. I would also like to remind you that each Saturday I hold a conversation with a volunteer on Zoom, and we discuss a real problem and identify their unhealthy attitudes and then generate healthy attitudes that they can use to tolerate the unchangeable aspects of life. I would suggest that you write to me at rebtdoctor, DOCTOR, @gmail.com to get your link to attend this Zoom conversation hour. It's at 9 a.m. on Saturdays in Philadelphia, which is 2 p.m. in the UK, 4 p.m. in Bucharest, and 6:30 in India and 10 p.m. in Tokyo. It's free to attend, but you need the link. And it's a great way to see REBT in action, because what we want people to do is not just parrot healthy attitudes, but really see how they apply to numerous problems and then begin to apply these healthy attitudes to your own problems. So I hope to see you on Saturday, but more importantly, I hope you review today's email and abstract from it a couple of healthy attitudes that will help you face life's more difficult challenges and to adapt and change what you can change while accepting what you can't. Remember those two magic words, too bad